Hello everybody, hi. So last week we made some savoury, so this week I thought we'd do something a bit naughty, a bit sweet. So we're doing no bake cool cookies, which have got chocolate chips in it, some sugar, lots of sweet things. It's got peanut butter in it, so just double check that nobody that you're going to be with or yourself has a peanut allergy. So I've washed my hands and I've got my ingredients measured out, but I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, so in this pan, I don't know whether you can see, I've got some condensed milk. Condensed milk is ordinary cow's milk that's processed in a special way so that about 60% of the water is taken out of it and it goes into this thick gloopy milk and it has sugar added to it. It's very nice. I think you use it to make fudge. So in here I am going to add my 2 tablespoons of soft brown sugar and my little small block of butter, and then I am going to add my peanut butter, but it's the peanut butter from the ingredients that are for the cookies. There's some peanut butter as well for the filling, so make sure you get the right amount, which is 50 grams. So 50 grams of peanut butter goes into there. And then I'm going to go and put it on a low heat and give it a stir until the sugar has melted. Okay, so I've got my melted butter and sugar and my condensed milk, crunchy peanut butter in here. Just be really careful, make sure you've got a grown-up nearby. This is very hot at the moment. Okay, so in a moment we are going to need our chocolate chips and our porridge oats. Okay, now then, don't forget, like last week, if I'm going too fast for you, you can just pop the pause button. Just press pause and I'll magically freeze. Okay? So, I am going to pour this melted mixture, it's quite hot still, into my mixing bowl. I'm just using a spatula to get every last little drop out of my pan. Okay. Smells delicious. Okay. Then into my bowl I am going to pour just the oats for the time being, just the oats. In they pop. I'm going to get my spoon. Now it says a wooden spoon. I'm going to try with my wooden spoon. I might swap over and use my metal spoon, but let's have a look. Let's see how it goes. There we go. So we want to mix it all together. And it's going in quite nicely, I have to say. Okay. Now, we just need to wait for this mixture to cool, just for a minute or two. Okay, so just make sure all your porridge oats are incorporated. That means mixed in. You don't want to see any bits of naked oats. Okay, and I've let my mixture cool down just for a minute or so. I think they don't want you to melt your chocolate chips. It feels okay to me now. It's not piping hot or anything like that. So I'm going to pour in my dark chocolate chips. There we go. And then we give it another little mix. Make sure they're just distributed evenly throughout the mixture. Otherwise, one cookie will have loads of chocolate chips and another cookie will have none. That wouldn't be good, would it? Okay. And then, just scrape that there. There we go. I have got a baking tray here with some parchment paper on, a bit like last week when we did our pizza pinwheels. I'm going to get 2 teaspoons. You don't have to have 2 teaspoons. I'm just going to try it this way. I'm going to get a rounded teaspoon of our mixture. You could just use your finger to slide it off, but I'm just going to slide it off with the other teaspoon. And then we just pop these on here. Now these aren't going in the oven, so they're not going to spread. We're going to flatten them out in a minute. Like this. I'm only going to just do 4. Like that. So I've just put a heaped teaspoon of the mixture onto our baking sheet. And then I'm going to flatten it down. Now I'm going to try using with a flat palette knife, but I've also got a spoon and I've also got one of these as well. Might help me flatten it down a bit. So all we're going to do is just flatten it down. I'm giving it a bit of a wobble because it's sticking to the knife slightly. I'm just flattening it down. There you are. Let me see what it's like with a spoon. I'll use this one. Oh yeah, it's quite good with the spoon. It's going to make it a little bit neater, but yours can be as rustic as you like. I'm going to flatten it down. There we go. Try another one. Oh yeah, it sticks a little bit to the teaspoon, but then just give it a little wobble and it's not too bad. So kind of little short movements like this rather than a great big splat down. There we go. Oh, I quite like that. Now it says that this should make about 12 to 14 cookies. So that means because they're double with a filling in the middle, we're going to do, how many is that going to be? 12, 24. So here is what I've done. I don't know whether you can see. These 2 I've not flattened down yet. These 2 I have. And I'm going to go and pop them in my fridge for 30 minutes. And they will set 30 minutes. See you soon. Okay, now I suspect you might have put me on pause for quite a while because it took me quite a while to put all my cookies out on the tray and flatten them down. But they're in the fridge now, which is really good. I'm hoping they set, fingers crossed. So we're going to make the filling for our cookies and we don't need a big bowl. I've just got in this bowl some more of my crunchy peanut butter. Okay, and into there I'm going to add my cream cheese, like that, and then 2 tablespoons of icing sugar. I told you it was sweet. 1. Oops. Not too much. Can't get it right. Just want a level tablespoon, not a heaped. There we go. Then I'm going to make a mess, because that's what icing sugar always does. It always flies up in the air, doesn't it? But I'm going to mix this all together until it's smooth. Okay. I'll let you press pause again. That's what I'm doing. Okay. So lots of pausing again, but finally the cookies have been in the fridge for half an hour and they are set. Phew. So you need to pick 2 cookies that are around the same size. Hopefully they're all around the same size, but some of mine are a bit smaller than others. So I'm going to pick these 2 here. Okay. Now, I hope your hands aren't too warm. You don't want to handle them too much because the chocolate's melting. I'm going to pick that one and that one. And the most important thing you need to know about this little part here is that we're going to spread our mixture that we made on the smooth surface. So that's the surface that was upside down on the paper. It's not the end of the world, but it just makes it a little bit easier because it's not bumpy as you're trying to spread it along. We just get a little bit of the mixture, okay, and we spread it right to the edge, okay, like this. Okay, let me show you. There we go. There we go. And then I'm going to get the other smooth side and pop that down onto the filling. So you should have 2 bumpy sides then, there and there. And there is your beautiful cookie. Peanut butter and chocolate. And then just pop them on to a plate when you are done. So there we have our cookies. I've got a few more to finish off, but I really hope you like them. They can keep in an airtight container for about 2 to 3 days. I'm not sure they're going to last that long in our house. Okay, until next time. Bye everybody. Bye.